Yo, welcome to the Casual Flex in 24/7 Sports. This is the most exclusive interview that anybody's going to have with probably the most explosive player in the country, depending on who you ask. Also, one of the most highly regarded athletes, um, KJ Bolden, is set to make his decision on where he's going to college on August 5th, this coming Saturday. KJ, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, family?
Man, cool, man. Everything cool, man. How you feel, man? It's a big week, dog.
I feel great. Just kicking it with all my friends, all my teammates. Just enjoying high school right now. It's gonna come to an end very soon. But I'm looking forward to the big week for sure.
All right, so before we jump into all that, like, who is Khalil Bolden? Like, who is KJ?
KJ, I can say KJ a relaxed dude. He relaxed guy. He real laid back. But he also on the field. He real serious leader. He gonna get after it for his teammates. All about winning and winning mentality. That's definitely the main thing to me for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Like, if you were to take football away or track away, what would you want to do with your life?
If they take football and track away, I probably want to get into like real estate,
Okay.
like selling a house and things like that. I feel like that's really interesting, and I know some people that do it that can help me out a little bit.
No, that's dope. So
Yeah.
when it comes to you go to Buford, which everybody calls a powerhouse, you got
Yes, sir,
plenty of
man.
athletes that go everywhere. So now, for those that don't know, Buford won state the year before last, right?
We won state. Not last year, but the year before last, and the year before that too.
All right, so this would be your third state championship if you guys can pull it off this year, right?
Yeah, if I win this year, that'll be my third state ring, 4 years.
So talk to me about the championship level of play at Buford and what's the standard? What makes you guys feel like as soon as you step on the field, you guys are going to be the best?
And the standard is always like be great. Either you're elite or you're not. Like you
Right.
feel me? So, like if you're going out there, you're not gonna give your best. Most of our players know like just don't even waste your time going out there. Like the football like playing football for Buford, like that summer workouts and all them workouts, like the whole summer, you gotta really question. Sometimes you really gonna question yourself, do you really want it for real? And that's what I really like about Buford. They really try to get you ready for that college level type when you get there. And then, we going for a new goal. We want to stay in every A classification, like 1 through 6. And it's 7A last year, so we trying to like go for the whole thing and be the first school to do it.
No, that's dope. Now,
Yeah.
what was your reaction when you found out that Dylan Raiola was coming?
Uh, at first I didn't believe it because like it was most teams like around Georgia kept saying he like Dylan come to my school or he come to my school. I was like cool, and then he had like text me one day. He was like, bro, I think I want to come to Buford. I was like, what? I was like, come on then, like let's do it. And after that day, he got contacted with the coaches, calling with everybody. And then like second week of summer or first week of summer, I seen him at workouts when I walked in there and I was like, man, that's crazy. I just couldn't believe it.
Too crazy. So,
Yeah.
like right now, your primary position you're being recruited at is a safety. But
Yeah, DB.
I asked a couple of yeah, DB, you can play either. You can play anywhere in the
Yeah,
secondary, really. I
yeah.
asked a couple of coaches last year. I was like, "Who the best wide receiver in the state?" And I ain't gonna say who because I don't want to get nobody in trouble, but they both said KJ Bolden at wide receiver. And I'm like, no. I was like, nah, he a DB. They was like, bro, listen to like they like listen to me, Dukes. The boy is the best receiver in the state. What makes you like? So, do you have a preference on what you play? And if it is, what are the pros and cons of each?
Uh, if it's a preference, I definitely choose receiver. 'Cause I just feel like receiver more like exciting. Like you get to catch touchdowns. All the fans love catching touchdowns. Just running all down the field and stuff like that on people. So like that's definitely like more exciting. But like next level, I just felt like DB would probably been the best for me because I got like, a lot of pros and cons. Like some of my pros, like I could get sideline to sideline quick. It don't matter where I'm at. I know I play all type of coverages, all type of different coverages. I know I play man coverage, and I could just play like I could play star, corner, safety. Like if you put me there, I'm gonna play it. And
Right.
so they're my pros right there. And cons, This year coming up, I must be expecting a lot of more big hits.
Right.
I worked on my tackling a lot this summer, and trying to get real better at that, so I can have a lot of tackles for this season. So this year coming up, I'm trying to make sure my tackling on a game for sure.
Nah, that's
But
dope. Yeah.
receiver, I feel like the speed or running track helps you out a lot. Like for all the young athletes, like definitely run track. I feel like track help you out a lot because like it just gets your speed like to another gear that is just not haven't touched yet. Track definitely do that, and so just having that speed with great route running, I just feel like that could get you open a lot. You don't really gotta do too much off the release. Just having that speed and great route running, you'll be open. I like that about me.
Nah, for sure. So you won state in the track event too, right?
Yeah.
What event did you run? Did you win?
I'm a part of the 4x1 world record in Georgia. Like the
Oh,
not world record, the state record in Georgia. Like the fastest time ever. Like
wow.
we ran 40.5. I was the second leg. I'm on that.
Jeez.
And then I ranked 10-7 when I took track. Yeah, when I was taking track like serious, I went 10-7. And then I just like when I started getting my football offers, it kind of like I started like falling in love with only just football.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think if you weren't playing ball, you could see yourself running track full time?
Oh, if I took like after I ran that 10-7, and I would have took track like straight on serious from that whole like rest of my high school career, I feel like I would have went like I would have took it real serious from like college level. I could have went like 10-3, 10-2, like I could have been moving.
No, I believe it. No,
Yeah.
I've seen your action. Like a lot of people know that too. So like you got a really close knit family, and then in our community, like having parents that are really involved is something that you can't say enough about. Man, talk to me about your parents and how big they've been and how big of an influence they've been on your success.
Yeah, my parents sacrificed so much for me. My dad, he just got incarcerated. He was incarcerated. He just got out, and from as soon as he got out, from day one, he was already trying to build that new bond he had, and just make up memories for them lost times. And I just really appreciate him for trying his best every day, for trying to make up back up the memories and build that bond tight again. That's definitely my guy forever. And my mom just her always staying solid, even though if my dad wasn't around. Being a single parent was probably the hardest thing ever, and I respect her to death for that. But I'll give my mom the world because just most parents can't really do that, but she did it for a real long time, like half my life. So I ain't gonna lie, like my mom, big kudos to her for sure.
Absolutely. So let's talk about college. When it comes down to the college do you know where you're going already? It's
Oh yeah,
Wednesday night.
I kind of chose like this morning where I wanted to go.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so I'm kind of locked in right now.
nah, that's cool. So now in this whole process, you took a lot of visits and everything. What what was a common factor in schools that you saw that you said, okay, in your top 5 schools and the schools that you came down to, what was the main factor that made you like all of those 5?
Them schools right there just made me feel like the most comfortable at, the most home at. I feel like the environment them schools had for like the locker rooms, people inside the building. I will always like get along with everybody. I just felt like home at all them schools right there. And then like education always gonna be great. I feel like it don't matter what college you go to, you're gonna always get a great education. But and then like you gotta always look at defensive schemes and depth charts and like things like that, and you just see how yourself play out and fit that. And I just felt like them schools right there was kind of like a great option for me.
So I remember I was at a Born to Compete dinner or the award gala, and I
Yeah.
heard Kirby Smart said, Little League, don't put too much on Little League because college coaches don't ask what were your stats when you were like playing 10U, 11U, right?
Yeah.
But the crazy part about it is you've been that guy since you were in Little League. Like since way back then, like people knew like when was the first time that you knew you were like, man, bro, like I could probably do this on the next level.
Uh, so like I always like knew I was good, like from like 8 to like 11. Like I knew I was like good, but like I really didn't know how like I could really be like feel me. Like I was, I just knew I was gonna be good. I always knew I was gonna go to high school and ball out. So when I like 12 you came around and like we started adding like these more throw plays and I went to receiver and like I had one game I had caught like 5 touchdowns.
Oh wow.
Yeah, one game I caught 5 touchdowns and I was like, man, I have to like train every day and take this serious. I might could go to college for real. And then so that's when my mom 8th grade came around. My mom had told me she was like at the FBU like one of them like top things for players in Georgia to go play in All-Star game.
Right.
So after that came around, she was like, I think we're gonna try to move to Buford. And at that time, like I knew Buford was known for winning a lot, but at the same time, you don't never want to leave your friends and everybody you been grew up with your whole life behind. But I feel like that decision right here coming to Buford probably changed my life forever.
Nah, for sure. Like, so let's go into like your visits and like your final decision. Like we I don't want to tip anybody off to where you going, nothing. We just gonna talk about what you like about each school, and if you were to pick them, why you would have picked them. All right, so let's start with your first OV was to Georgia.
Clemson.
Clemson.
But they're not in the 5 though. They're not in the 5.
Okay. All right, you know what? Okay, let's start with Georgia then. Let's start with Georgia.
Georgia. If I was to pick Georgia, it'd be definitely because of Coach Kirby Smart. I feel like he's going to be there for a long, long time. And then like me and his connection, I feel like he definitely had one of my top connections right now. I could talk to him about anything. He's definitely a family guy. He always asks about my mom and stuff. Like we always talk about football, but he mainly like mostly majority talk about like family and how life and football are going. I mean, not football, how school and stuff like that going. He one of those type of coaches, and I like that about him.
All right, let's go with Ohio State.
Coach Ryan Day, just like the platform Ohio State could just put you on, and their branding like for like their social medias and anything like that definitely could raise you like big name one of the big names out like for like college football. You'd be one of the big names the way they promote their players. And then Coach Ryan Day, he one of like the coolest coaches I probably ever saw in the office with. And he always got like a very relaxed tone when he's talking to you. And like how Ohio State, I got a lot of family up there. My cousin's the safety coach that's gonna be coaching me. Yeah, so if I go up there, I'll be getting coached by my cousin. So that definitely be something big to me.
Now, how much have Air and Tank been on you about coming to Ohio State? I'm talking about Air
And
Nolan.
they've been on me. They've been on me. Tank been on me. He been recruiting me hard. When I went up there for my OV, he was my host. So he definitely showed me a lot of love for sure.
All right. Now, speaking of guys that you know at schools, what about the guys at Alabama? You got Isaiah Bond, played with you at Buford. Justice Haynes, played with you at Buford. You got some more guys. I think you and Caleb know each other pretty good too. Like,
Yeah.
So talk to me about why Alabama would be your pick.
I feel like I just fit right in, with the team, just knowing a lot of people, and how talking to them about it and how it goes. They kind of tell me like it's like Buford, like you're gonna be ready for it when you come in. Like they run their program exactly how Buford. They really like winning. Like they got that winning mentality. So like who wouldn't want to play for Coach Nick Saban? He's like a legendary coach, one of the greatest coaches in college football. So that would just be like awesome to play with him for sure.
All right. Dream school, Florida State. A lot of people down there too. I see a lot of folks don't know. Cam the way you know him, right? The running back, Cameron Davis. So,
my boy.
Yep. Let's talk about Florida State.
Florida State, Coach Mike Norvell. After Coach Taggart got fired, he took the job, and ever since then he told me he was gonna rebuild that team up. And I remember when Florida State wasn't like, they wasn't winning how they used to be winning. He always told me like, just trusting us. We're gonna get back to the top one this year. And my junior year, they went like 10-3,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a great season. And then coming into this season, they bought like a lot of returning players back. So Coach Norvell just definitely flipped the program back to where it's supposed to be at the whole time. And Coach Florida State's got great coaches, Coach Sertain, Coach Fuller. They all pour into the guys. They actually know what they talking about. They know a lot about ball, and then the way they're gonna use me, I feel like that's a great way to use me.
All right. Last but not least, your last visit you took, Auburn.
Yeah. Coach Freeze, probably one of my favorite coaches. Coach Freeze, he always talk about how he finna rebuild Auburn, and I like that because like the idea he having, the mindset he having right now, I feel like he could do it. Just like that Ole Miss team he bought in, maybe Alabama 2 years in a row. I feel like he's trying to do like build like a type of class like that with like Larry Thompson and all them boys that were down there. I feel like he's trying to do build like a class like that. So Auburn, I feel like Auburn gonna be back on the rise very soon.
Yeah. How excited was it for you to see Perry Thompson flip last week?
It was crazy. I was meeting with Coach Freeze, and I actually said like, Coach, Perry, he's gonna commit. Coach was like, what? And so we all hopped in the golf cart, and we had to drive to the pool party thing. And then when Perry flipped, everybody just went crazy. I kind of felt like I was part of the team almost. I was like, dang, that's crazy. Yeah, I kind of did.
Nah, that's cool. And you know what? And just for anybody listening, we just being around KJ and the fam, like a lot of people thought that, oh, he's solid committed or he already know where he's going. KJ did not know where he was going. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, I did not know I was going to today.
So no. So you got exclusive here. He just made his decision. All right. Now KJ, we got to dive back into you right now. On Buford High School's team, past 2 or 3 years, who had the best drip?
The best drip?
Best drip.
I'm not gonna say me, even though my drip crazy. I'm not gonna say me. I'm not even gonna say me. The best drip. It's between like 3 people.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with VJ Payne. His drip
Okay.
was smooth. He always has some smooth drip on. Isaiah always has some good drip on.
Yeah,
Isaiah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Isaiah's
always has
clean.
some good drip on. Or I'm gonna go with Jake. Jake used to have some crazy drip.
Okay.
Either Jake or Rylan Gandy. He should wear them 2 sleeves. He's like a real DB out there.
Right. Look super D1.
Yeah, you look super D1 out there. Yeah. I definitely like you.
No, for sure. So if you're getting hyped up for a game, who you listen to right now?
It's a rapper called Honcho from Atlanta.
Come on, bro. Oh, you're right. We on 24/7. I'm sorry. Like, right.
They probably
Right.
They probably don't know Honcho or probably Young boy get me in that mode.
Yeah.
But baby like kind of like relax me down, get me ready for the game. But like if I want to really get in that mode, I listen to Honcho or Lil Baby. Oh yeah, Young Boy.
Yeah, I think Honcho, man, I think when he really sold me was that 48 loss. He went crazy.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
When
he did that right there, I knew he was gonna be serious.
All right, so before we get out of here, I'm gonna say a phrase, and you just tell me the first thing that comes to your head. So I might ask you a question. Give me a 1-word answer. All right. So first question: Young Boy or Lil Baby?
Lil Baby.
Designer or Nike Tech suits?
Oh, definitely designer.
Okay. Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan. Oh, player like better?
Player.
Oh no, LeBron.
LeBron. Okay. Favorite pro football team? Seahawks. If the Seahawks, hold on. Okay. Second favorite.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
All right. Now, best player that you've ever seen with your own 2 eyes outside of yourself?
And he got to be playing like current right now or like all time?
All time. When you seen it, you was like, this is the best player I've ever seen.
High school?
It can be high. Let's do one each. The best high school player you've seen.
High school and college.
Okay, let's do high school.
High school, definitely Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter.
Travis was crazy.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all was crazy. Did y'all get to go head to head?
Nah, they was 7A. We was 6A.
Okay.
So, I mean, we got saved from that one. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
College.
I'm gonna probably say that Cam Newton Auburn season was crazy. I feel like he's one of my favorite college players from that season, coming back from adversity from the JUCO.
Nah, that's crazy that you even know that because you couldn't have been that. You weren't even that old when that happened.
Yeah, I wasn't. But I grew up a Cam Newton fan. I always been a Cam Newton fan, so I always look at his Life 360s. Like ESPN 30 for 30s. I mean, right. And he always had one of them videos.
If you had to compare yourself to one player of all time, it could be pro, college, whatever. If you had to compare yourself to one player, who would you say that came before you that had a game similar to yours?
I'm trying to symbolize my game after Minka Fitzpatrick.
Oh, that's
be a ball hawk, and then try to come down and make plays.
that's hard. So
Yeah.
KJ, after you make your decision, well, for everybody that's listening, like a lot of people want you to go to their school. Give me a message to the team that you think you're going to before you pick. Just tell them something. Like you don't have to tip it off. Just tell them what kind of player they're getting.
You finna get a hardworking player, team leader, team first, winning mentality. He always want the best for the team, and he gonna give his all every day. He gonna push it so he can't no more. Film guy, studious. Gotta stay in school first. Make sure I have 3.0. He gonna have that type of guy, and I'm just gonna tell you, like, the class we finna build gonna be crazy.
All right, KJ, man. Much love, nephew. I appreciate it.
Yes,
I've been knowing you about this interview, man. Thank you, bro.
You got it anytime.